Welcome to my house, where I have taken a fixer-upper full of potential and over time have been creating the home I always dreamed of. And while there's been so much labor of love, transformations, and blessings on this journey, there's a part of my home, but more a part of me that has gone unaddressed, and that is my clutter. I've decided in order for me to move forward in the shopping, the hauls, and the makeovers that we all love so much, it's first time to prioritize what's important. And that is what will bring more clarity, more peace, and space for growth, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I hope this helps someone.
I go where I want good. Yeah. I go where I want good. Yeah. I go where I want good.
How are we gonna start this? Welcome to my master bedroom, where I haven't actually done like a makeover or situated it or even put too much attention to it. I just recently even added bedding, but it is still very clean, very aesthetic, very fresh, very airy. But ironically, that is the opposite of what this video is gonna be. It's the opposite of what I'm about to show y'all. And due to the nature of this video, how long I've been putting it off, every reason I've given myself to procrastinate, I'm not gonna talk too much. Welcome to my decluttering series. We are starting in the master bedroom's closet. I think in order to even talk about it, in order to even like break down what's about to happen, what has brought it to being this bad, is that I just have to finally show y'all this closet. Let's go. And like I said, I absolutely love the space that I have in my master. There's so much potential in just me creating just the best, serene, calm place for me to rest my head. But at the end of the day, none of that really matters if my closet, which is an extension of the master, is the complete opposite of fresh, clean, airy, refreshing. Are y'all ready? Oh my god, I don't know why I'm so nervous to show this to y'all. I have a whole video of me cleaning out a closet, a smaller closet, which looks almost identical to what this is, but I just got 2 words for you. Brace yourself. I just want y'all to know this isn't one of those things that have been over exaggerated. It's not one of those things where you're gonna look at it and be like, girl, that's fine. No, this closet, y'all, is chaotic.
Do it! Just do it!
And let's just get into it. The band-aid has been ripped off, the door has been opened, and I'm exposed. This is my closet, y'all. This is as far as I can walk, literally. You wouldn't even know that I had carpet in here. That's how bad it is. Now, I moved into this house October-ish 2020. You'll notice it's mostly clothes, but not only clothes, okay? Because there are some boxes of like miscellaneous, and it's literal boxes that came from storage that I just tossed into the closet and never dealt with. So I'm sure I'll find like products and things that I'm gonna have to toss, things I just gotta get rid of. For the most part, it is clothes, it is shoes, it is just everything. This is a visual representation of my mind. I can't tell you what like 70% of the stuff even is, because if you pay any close attention, I kind of wear the same things in rotation. And in full transparency, this is not new to me. I don't really know what it's like to have a fully functional closet consistently, because this is kind of what my closets have always become since I was a child. So this is a habit or a low-key coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? A very, very bad trait that I have brought from my childhood into adulthood, that I really want to tackle this in a very healthy way. I want to tackle my relationship not just with clothes, but with closets. And I'm really hoping that the steps that I take and how I'm going to do it this time kind of helps me move forward in the right direction after this is all said and done. Now, would I be able to like live like this daily if I had to walk through it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would have to address it. But the thing about closets and these spaces is that when you do this, it disappears. It disappears, and then this is life. But this is also life, and we are addressing it today. Okay, so since we ripped that band-aid off, yes, girl, it's bad. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. I would say that I'm embarrassed, but I'm not. I'm also not proud of it, but it is just my reality. So with that, I am documenting my decluttering, y'all. That is just one closet. I have other spaces in this house that need the same attention, but we're gonna go one by one. So I'm sharing this process first for myself to document this journey, and I am sharing it to help anybody else that can relate, that has been putting off decluttering, even if what you need to address is not at that level or even worse. I am hoping to spark some motivation, inspiration, and just share what I am doing, what I have done, in hopes to help somebody else. So I really hope that it does that. And even if you don't struggle with clutter, if you're looking at this like you just can't fathom how it even got this bad, look, hopefully this video is enjoyable to watch what it becomes. Whatever the case, welcome. So a big part of why I have been putting this off for so long, y'all, is because it's not just to clean my closet, put things back neatly. I know that this is gonna come with me having to let go of a lot of things. I know that this is going to come with me having to really minimize whatever is in the closet, whatever I own, freeing up space, getting rid of things that really there's nothing wrong with, but do I really need it? And as somebody who tends to sometimes give meaning to things and hold on to stuff, it's just really been something I haven't been wanting to face, but I'm gonna address this in a very intentional and a very serious way. Originally, I was just gonna go straight for the closet. We were just gonna focus on that room. But the more I got into watching like motivational cleaning videos, I started watching Marie Kondo series, and I am going to address all of the clutter in my house with the KonMari method. I know I'm late to the game. Most of y'all probably already know what the KonMari method is, so I'm not going to give like a full breakdown of it. But ultimately, instead of me just going into my closet and cleaning out what is there, I am going to clean my house in phases, and it's going to be by kind, not location. Now, when I found this method, I felt extremely overwhelmed. I didn't know if I wanted to do that because I just felt like it was a lot, but I think it's actually what I need for what I'm actually trying to do. Truth be told, my closet isn't the only room that looks disastrous with clothes. There is another closet in the spare room, which was the room that I was staying in with my air mattress before I even had carpet in this house. That closet is a complete mess. It's not to this extent, but here is an image of what that closet is looking like. It's kind of just like one t-shirt away from what my master closet is, y'all. I literally never go in there to get clothes. Those clothes are really just clothes from storage that were in bags. I've ripped the bags open. That room or that closet has not been like accessed really, or used, or like even paid any attention to for like the past year. Also, my laundry room. I'm gonna put an image of that for y'all. We getting real. We are getting real because this is what it is. My laundry room is just my place where I wash my clothes. And honestly, when I wash my clothes and I dry them, I just toss them in the basket, sometimes not even in the basket, on top of other clothes that pile over onto the floor. So all of those clothes that you are seeing are washed, dried, and clean. But because I live a life of no closets, I have nowhere to put my clothes. So really, when I want to wear something, I will just go to the pile of clean clothes in the laundry. It's the truth. But we're gonna change that. So in the KonMari method, instead of focusing on one room, it is to start with clothing in your home. That is taking every item of clothing in your entire house, bringing them to one spot so that you can visually see exactly how much that you have. And I've never even thought of it this way, but I think it's gonna help my perspective of the reality of what I have, what I want, what I actually need. So yes. Honestly, I feel super anxious. I feel extremely overwhelmed, but I know that I need to do this. So I am just gonna start and take it one step at a time. So let's do it. So here is the spot where all of my clothes in the house are going to be. I'm just gonna bring them out, pile them on, step one. I'm gonna bring the shoes out and put them on the floor just so that they are all in one spot too. I know shoes aren't gonna be crazy because before I moved, I intentionally got rid of, donated so much of my shoes. But I'll start in the closet, make my way to the laundry room, and then we'll go to the closet of that last room, and then we'll have all of my clothes in one spot. It's nothing like the smell of fresh baked bread to calm the nerves. I just found you. Makes no sense. Y'all, I don't have words for this. I want to say I'm speechless, but then I also just have so much to say. First of all, I encourage anybody that has never tried this and needs to declutter, if anything, put everything of that kind in one spot, because I didn't know that I owned all of this. This is extremely overwhelming. It was very, very hard for me to only focus on the clothing items because my closets consist of a lot of miscellaneous. A lot of these boxes are empty. A lot of these things that are in here are really like, why are you even in the closet? So it was tough for me to see something I know that I don't need and like immediately start to like clean and declutter. She actually mentions that it's very important to go in order. And one of the steps is a step where I can address the miscellaneous. So I'm gonna consider all that's left to be miscellaneous that we are gonna address after we focus on this. I saw stuff I hadn't seen in years. I saw stuff I thought I didn't even have anymore. I just know that this is going to be a process in itself, but this is step one. I have moved every clothing, shoes, bags. I'm just going to consider all this to be under the clothing category for me because it's items that I wear. So I literally just sat down. I'm tired. The time lapse never shows you how like actually draining doing something like this is. I don't even think y'all have a full grasp of how tall this pile is. I literally had to get on the bed to get items to the top. The next step is going to be where I go through each item, every pair of shoes, every piece of clothing, every bag, and decide what I'm gonna do going forward. Okay, I cannot believe what I am sitting in front of. This is gonna be a journey, I know it is. And I wish I could be like, oh my God, I already feel so much fresher and so much, no, I feel extremely heavy with this to tackle. But I know that as time goes, the load will become lighter, and that is the point of this. That's me reminding myself, y'all. This is a lot. This is a lot to take in, but here we are. But I'm actually out of time for this segment because I'm about to go skating, y'all. And by the time I'm done, the sun is gonna be out and I won't have enough light to like record or document the next phase. But now that it's out, it's up and it's stuck, I'm more than likely gonna start on part 2 of this first thing tomorrow morning. The next part is the actual decluttering, where I'm gonna go piece by piece. Every pair of shoes, every item of clothing, every bag that I own. And what I'm gonna ask myself piece by piece is if this item sparks joy. For me, I'm gonna have to remind myself the difference between like, oh, I could wear this down the line, I like this, I really enjoy this, or it actually has value to me. Because like I said, this is way too much for any single person to own. It's completely unnecessary. I'm irritated with myself for literally having this much stuff. I don't know why. I think there was a part of me, right? I think there was a part of me at some point that liked all that stuff. I'm definitely not there right now, but I know that as I go through the things, I can already feel myself finding reasons to keep it. So on the next episode of my decluttering series, y'all, we're gonna go through it. I'm going to create piles. I'm gonna create piles of things that I am going to throw away. That's stuff that can't even be donated, that's like damaged or can't really be handed down. And there might be just like a few things that I'm willing to sell, if I'm completely honest. I don't even feel like going through all of that, but I know we're gonna throw away, donate. We're gonna keep some things that I actually can see myself with in the future, and we're gonna let go of a lot of things that I have clearly been holding on to. So if you enjoyed this video, this intro to the decluttering series, if you are excited and happy that we finally ripped the band-aid off and we are in it, y'all, please comment below. Give me your thoughts. Be honest with me. Judge away, it's perfectly fine. Like I said, I am not embarrassed by my flaws. I am not embarrassed by the things that most people would expect me to be ashamed of. Again, I'm not proud of it either, but here's my reminder that if you can relate in any way, even if it's not to this extent. We are all human. And it's never about doing things in your life for other people to see. It's more about doing things that make you feel more fulfilled. So if there are flaws, if there are holes in your patterns, if there are things you need to work on that will ultimately create a happier you, a more free-minded you, a more joyful you, a more uplifted you, then you do those things. You don't have to share them like I do, but never be ashamed of not being perfect. Always be aware of the things that aren't healthy for you mentally, emotionally, and physically though, okay? I just wanted to say that. Like I said, I'd be lying if I said I was excited to tackle this, but I'm gonna do it regardless. And part 2 will be just that, so thank you for being here. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode. Sorry.
Yeah, I go where I want good. Yeah, I go where I want good. Yeah, I go where I want good.